You know, consciousness, greatness, has the courage to stand alone. Why? Because it's complete within itself. It doesn't need approval. It doesn't need approval. And always when there's a leap in consciousness, there's a change. Consciousness keeps evolving. And everyone has a higher and higher experience. So the idea that came before doesn't exist. You know, I could use Jesus as an example, or Osho as an example. They were breaking boundaries. The Jews hated him. You know, and most people didn't like Osho very much either. Okay, why? Because he was the next evolution. He was destroying the boundaries. And the consciousness is here. And he's here. Okay, and gurus are meant to be here. People have an idea of how they're meant to look. But as the boundaries break, they change. They're not normal. No one keeps doing the same thing because there's evolution. Without change, there's no evolution. We have to keep evolving. Traditions have to keep evolving. Religions have to keep evolving. As humanity keeps evolving, it has to evolve because the consciousness is elevating. So there's always the resistance. There's always this need to hold the duality. There's always this pull. Ultimately, everything moves to the love. But there's always this moment when there's conflict, when the balance is coming. Because there's always an extreme, two extremes, and then the middle part that's doing this. And ultimately, it comes here. You know, that's why lots of great prophets and artists are always so far ahead of their time. Because they're breaking the illusion more and more and more. And then everything else is coming up. But what happens? There's always a lot of friction. And when it comes to love, nothing causes more friction than love. Why? Because it's the one thing that humans don't believe they deserve. It frightens them. And they don't like to hear it. People don't like me telling them they're perfect. I'm not perfect. So there's nothing wrong with you. Oh, yes, there is. Look, I've got a list. You don't know me. So hard to love ourselves. Yes? Used to be. Not anymore. It's easy. It's fácil.